What's up? I'll explain the hat in a minute. Guys, Scentsy. If you watched my year-end wrap-up of 2025, you know a lot of stuff went down with Scentsy last year. Scentsy is a multi-level marketing company that sells wax melts and warmers. So like a little ceramic thing that gets warm, you put the wax melt in it. It's like an alternative to candles. I think we've all heard of wax melts. We know what they are. I don't know why I'm explaining it. But last year, man, oh man, did they make a lot of people mad. They lost a lot of consultants. They came out with an actual candle with wicks and everyone was like, what? That goes against everything you've ever stood for, Scentsy. They screwed over the consultants with their sales requirements in order to receive an extra payout. There was a lot. So definitely, if you want to recap on all the mess that Scentsy created for itself last year, I know it's 3 hours long, but I put the chapters in so you can skip to the Scentsy part. My year-end roundup, I posted it like less than 2 months ago. So definitely go watch that if you want some backstory. But today we got into their Scentsy World Tour. Now this event that we are going to be watching today is not normally virtual, but this year they made it virtual and Scentsy was like, it's because we're trying to take some of the stress off of you guys because there's an affordability crisis and no one can afford to travel. And we know you guys don't have a lot of money right now and time. And it's like, whose fault is that? Scentsy, aren't you an MLM? Aren't MLMs supposed to be promoting time freedom, financial freedom? If you guys are so successful, then why is this even a talking point, you know? If people are expected to join an MLM and then be able to achieve time freedom and financial freedom, then what's the point of doing this? You're basically saying the quiet part out loud. You're being like, none of you guys are making enough money working for us, so therefore we're gonna throw you a bone. However, I think it's a cost-saving measure for Scentsy because they've really done goofed all over themselves as of last year. My last video I posted was going through the Young Living New Year kickoff live stream that they did. This is kind of Scentsy's version of that, except it's a lot longer. So what I did is I went through and watched everything and took notes, and we're just gonna watch through the parts that I think are necessary. The parts I'm cutting out are like product reviews, like talking about inspiration on, oh, here's our aesthetic moving forward into 2026. Like, who gives a shit? No one cares. I don't care about that. I want the drama. And let me tell you, there are some really good memeable moments in this, and I think you're gonna really enjoy it. Please stick around, watch this with me. Before we get into it though, I just want to thank the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. The internet can be a scary place with threats lurking around every corner. But when you have NordVPN on your side, your online experience can become even safer with just one click. NordVPN is one of the fastest VPNs on the market with thousands of servers that fit your needs. Whether you're a frequent traveler that just wants to maintain all of the services that you use back at home while you're abroad, or you're just someone who wants to take online safety more seriously, Nord has something for everyone. Oh, I desperately wish that I had NordVPN when I got hacked last year. You guys remember? It all happened because it was an extremely believable email phishing scam that ended up hijacking my browser session on Google Chrome, and they gained all the access to all my personal details, my passwords, my accounts. I've had to get 2 new bank accounts. Like, it was a big deal. But Nord probably would have given me a heads up that, hey, that link that you're about to click is not what you think it is. And it probably would have saved me so much hassle. It like makes me mad thinking about all the hassle I could have avoided if I just had Nord on my side. Because NordVPN has this feature called Threat Protection Pro that will warn users if they're about to step into a scam. And the internet is swarming with like fake shop scams. So even if you're convinced that you would never click a suspicious email phishing link, I was convinced of that myself too, but look where that got me. You'd be surprised at how easy it is to kind of accidentally wind up on a website that's set up to look like a legitimate online store, only for them to take your money and your personal details and run away with it. So don't be a silly goose like me. Start protecting yourself online today. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal plus 4 extra months by going to nordvpn.com/SavannahVPN. That's nordvpn.com
Savannah VPN, and it's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you so much, NordVPN, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it.
Okay, so I need to send some thank yous to people. First of all, my friend DC. First of all, she's the one who sent me this hat. It's a popcorn hat. What does it say? Like, I'm here for the popcorn or something like that. One of the founders of Scentsy that we're going to hear from today, his name is Orville Redenbacher, like the popcorn thing. Yeah, so DC bought this for me and sent it to me so I could wear it while I film this video, so that's why I'm wearing a hat. So thank you to DC for sending me this hat, but also for recording this for me, and thank you to Wendy Irons for helping DC and I and whoever else is covering this get access to this. So I really appreciate it. But yeah, the whole recording is almost 4 hours long, so that's why I had to go through and watch and take notes myself. But the first 15 minutes of this is just like background music and a little graphic. So obviously nothing going on there. Like, I'll tell you what we're missing here when I cut it out. But I will say, if you do want to watch this live stream in full, DC did live stream the entire thing as it was going on, and she provided commentary and stuff. It's a long live stream, but if you do want to watch the parts I'm cutting out, I'll have DC's live stream link down below also. Okay, so I think that's enough going into it. So we're gonna press play at about the 25-minute mark of this. We're already 25 minutes into this live stream here, this Zoom call. And the reason I want to start here is because we're going to first hear from Heidi and Orville, and this little snippet of a video here from Heidi and Orville, the founders of Scentsy, husband and wife team, Orville. It's a lot of playing the victim and blaming the anti-MLM movement for their less than positive situation here. Oh, and I have it sped up to 1.25 so we can get through all this without this being the longest video ever.
Welcome to World Tour! We're glad you're here, whether this is your first World Tour or your 20th.
Let's start with something simple. You didn't choose Scentsy by accident. You chose it because you believed in something. The product, the people, the flexibility, the idea that building something from home on your terms was possible.
I can't do this, Savannah, don't do this. You're pausing too early. Okay, people probably chose Scentsy because they went to a party. They got invited to like a Scentsy party or something, and that was just what was in front of them. Like, there's so many multi-level marketing companies you could choose from. You can't be like, well, you chose Scentsy because of all these things. The things that you're saying that Scentsy offers, every other MLM says they offer the same thing.
Every few years, someone declares that direct selling is over. They said it when e-commerce arrived. They said it when social media changed. They said it during the pandemic. They're saying it again now.
We've always been saying it. She's making it sound like we like stopped saying it. I started covering multi-level marketing bullshittery before the pandemic happened. When the pandemic happened, it was the opposite. Like, we were all like, shit, they're doing really, really well, because basically what happened when COVID hit was, if everyone remembers, I'm sure there was like a 30% unemployment rate in the United States. Like, it got really bad. A lot of people lost their jobs, therefore losing their income, and no one was doing anything to put a freeze on like bills and utilities and whatever. Like, we still had to pay our bills, right? So the multi-level marketing industry went crazy. And if you look at any profit chart from any MLM company, which the DSA, the Direct Selling Association, usually I think they have like a full website dedicated to, unless it's business for home, I'm not sure, but you can basically find all of the major MLMs graphs of their reported profits and stuff. 2020 and 2021 are like huge spikes. Every single multi-level marketing company that existed back then. Big spike in 2020 and 2021, and then a steep decline after. And that's because they went crazy. They were recruiting any and everyone because there was an opportunity to do so. But I guess what we were saying back then, I know I started saying this like right away. I was like, listen guys, a lot of people are joining MLM right now. We got to get the word out and try to, stop people from joining these companies because in our opinion, as an anti-MLM movement, these companies are scams. There was a silver lining there because I knew, and I think a lot of people ended up agreeing with me, and it came to pass, didn't it, that there was a mass exodus. Once people were in it long enough to realize that they had basically been duped, they're like, I got swindled into joining this company thinking that it was going to be my new job because I had lost my job or I needed more income when I lost my job during the pandemic. Like, I got tricked. into joining this and I'm out. And to this day, MLMs all over the place are trying to come back from that because a lot of these companies bought bigger warehouses, hired more people to do more manufacturing and put a lot of money into growth, and that growth wasn't sustainable. That growth happened because they spent a year and a half manipulating people into joining their companies. Yeah, so while I would say we weren't saying, oh yeah, MLMs are done in 2020 and 2021, we definitely weren't saying that, but what we were saying is there's going to be a mass exodus and then things are going to get bad. And that's the timeline we're at right now. We're at the part where we're watching MLMs scramble to reclaim any losses, to downsize back to where they were before the pandemic upsizing happened. Heidi's about to blame the anti-MLM movement for this. She's like, they say this. Now you can't be like, they're saying it again now and it's just not true. It's like, look around, Heidi. Also, there's a class action lawsuit open against Scentsy right now, and that lawsuit was filed by the same law firms that had also sued, I think, Beachbody and Rodan and Fields. And what happened to them? I think we know what happened to them. They are no longer multi-level marketing companies anymore. And Heidi and Orville are now having to deal with that same exact lawsuit, which obviously tailored to fit Scentsy, but same lawyers, same team, basically the same lawsuit, and that's still going on as far as I know. Actually, I think allegedly they were supposed to be having some kind of update to that in January, but I haven't heard anything. Anyway, I don't know. But also, aside from Beachbody and Rodan and Fields, I mean, look around. So many multi-level marketing companies have entirely closed or just gone to the affiliate model. So for her to be like, they're just saying it again now, these dinguses, they always say we're not doing well and look at us, we're doing great. And it's like, no, we know you're not, because every other MLM isn't doing great either. It's too early to say direct sales is over, because it's not. Clearly there's still MLMs, but they're still on the decline. And I personally believe that they will continue to decline. Anyway, let's hear Heidi play the victim.
But here's the reality. People still buy from people. And other opportunities like rideshare and affiliate marketing are going to be disrupted by new technology. In fact, people want to buy from the people they trust more than ever.
But they're not buying from the people in their small business. They're buying from a large corporation. Like Scentsy has sold like billions of dollars in product. Like they are not a small company. He's trying to conflate like someone's small business with someone being an independent contractor for a multi-level marketing company. The two are not the same. People in Scentsy are not business owners. They are independent contractors. I mean, they might have their own LLCs or whatever connected to their Scentsy biz, but that's few and far between of people who do that. And even then, like they don't own the products they're selling. They're selling a big company's products. Like, I just don't think it's fair to conflate the two because it's not the same. Orville.
They are choosing local, personal, relationship-based, and values-driven companies. That's exactly what Scentsy is.
We are in the business of people like you promoting products and doing it on your own terms. You can work as an employee to help an employer promote their product, or you can work for yourself.
Excuse me, that's exactly what they're doing. Excuse me, Heidi, that is what MLM is. They're not employees, they're contractors, but they are working to sell your products. They don't make the wax melts themselves. They don't make the warmers themselves. Pretty sure the warmers are made in China. If this was an independent person, and I happen to know that there are small businesses that do sell Scentsy dupes, the wax melts. I don't know if they make their own ceramic warmers and stuff, but I'm sure there are small businesses that people can make ceramics like pottery and stuff. Like, I'm sure that exists. I know for a fact that the wax melts exist in small businesses. If they really wanted to support a real small business, they would be shopping with those people and not Scentsy, because what you just said, Heidi, makes no sense. This is not people supporting themselves with their own products and their own small business and their own inventions. This is people that might as well be your employees. And you know what? I'm already so triggered. The class action lawsuit I was talking about, one of the big things in it is that the state of California says, hey, these independent contractors that you have, Scentsy, they are doing enough work for you that they should be considered employees and therefore are entitled to employee benefits like 401ks and like health insurance and vacation time and all that stuff that like actual employees are supposed to. Like, you are literally being sued in the state of California saying that these people might as well well be your employees and you're just not paying them enough and giving them the benefits that they deserve. So I swear, like, the brainwashing in multi-level marketing is so insane because like what she's saying is just like anyone with a brain and a little bit of logic sprinkled in there, some critical thinking skills can be like, but wait a minute, Heidi, there's this and there's this and there's this. So what are you saying? I'm already pissed. Oh my God.
We've always seen our role as providing you great products people want that you can promote on your terms. You are the local small businesses. We want to be your preferred supplier of those high quality products people want. That's why Scentsy exists.
There are people and groups actively trying to take away your ability to earn money on your own terms.
That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to take away the power that multi-level marketing companies hold over the heads of the people that they convince to join. By all means, go make money on your own terms, guys. Start a small business, be an influencer, make YouTube videos, do whatever, like make some crafts, go to a craft sale, sell your stuff, start a small business on your own ideas and stuff. That's not what we're trying to do. Like, do those things. Make money on your own terms. This isn't it. You can't do that with Scentsy because they have a whole thing of terms and conditions that you have to agree to. So it's not their own terms. It's Scentsy's terms and conditions. Like, I literally could pull up, probably anyway, a consultant agreement right now of all the things that a Scentsy consultant has to agree to in order to become an independent contractor for Scentsy. Sorry, I'm still getting over that sickness I had before. I'm so much snot in my face and my chest still. I feel better, but my face is still snotty, so sorry for my voice. Anyway, yeah, it's so stupid. She's talking about me. She's talking about anti-MLM. She's talking about people who are against the Scentsy business model. And it's like, you are not being truthful about what we stand for and what we're trying to do.
They're questioning whether this kind of work should exist at all.
There's no question. I say no. I say abso-fucking-lutely not. If you want to go sell wax melts, make your own like, you can do it. It's so easy. Make your own wax melts, make your own candles. Scentsy has like detergent and like soaps and stuff. Do all that, those things, like no one's stopping you. And by all means, do that. Do that. It's great. It's great. If that's what you want to sell, do that. Yeah, there is no question. Like, I do not think multi-level marketing companies should exist. I think they are scams. I think they are predatory. I think they are manipulative. I think they are commercial cults. I think they're a high control group. You included, Scentsy. I think they're exploitative. Morally, I cannot stand by them. So there's no question. I will tell you straight up, I don't think Scentsy should exist as a multi-level marketing company. I don't think any multi-level marketing company should exist. I think the whole business model is, in my opinion, a schmear-mid-schmeem, and they shouldn't exist. No question. No question.
Opportunity is under attack. Not just in direct selling, but with all income streams outside of traditional employment. It affects rideshare drivers, affiliates, influencers, anyone earning income outside a traditional job.
If those efforts succeed, the alternative is simple. You work for someone else, on their schedule, under their control, with the potential to be fired if you don't meet the standards they set for you.
I'm sorry. I'm pausing so much. I'm just like, this is so much like gaslighting and manipulation, dude. Not this last year-end roundup. It was, I think, the year before, so it must have been 2024, I want to say. I think my number 10, so like the first one, when you press play on the video, the first one we go through, I believe it was Scentsy literally firing, aka terminating, one of their highest consultants because they didn't like that they had like a separate small business. This was like I think a husband and wife team that had been with Scentsy for like 20 years or something. They had their own farm and they would like sell flowers and whatever they produce on the farm. But then I think they were also charging for like network marketing training and stuff, which like every MLM consultant who's even remotely successful is like, time to have a course, like that kind of stuff. Like, I think it was something like that, but that happened less than 2 years ago. You guys terminated one of your most successful consultants because you didn't like that they were making money outside of Scentsy. So like, really, what should be on the table here when you people are talking about this is like, you should be included in that. Like I said, Scentsy has terms and conditions. They have a consultant agreement, their rules, their terms. And if you don't comply with those terms, Scentsy will terminate you too. It just goes back to, this is not your small business. It's not. You're an independent contractor for a multi-million-dollar company. You are not an employee. You are not a small business owner. You're not what these people are trying to tell you you are, period. You are still chained to Scentsy and their terms and their conditions. It's crazy crazy to me. Like, it is crazy. It's frustrating that there are people listening to this and being like, yeah, are we living in a different reality? Like, is this a different planet? Who are you people? Where do you come from? Where you are putting definitions on things and being like, this is just how it is. And it's like, reality says otherwise. I am so frustrated.
Sometimes a great opportunity is attacked from the outside, and sometimes a great opportunity can be attacked from the inside. We know that parts of multi-level marketing look cringy. That's real. It becomes cringy when it's about how you benefit from others,
It's cringy no matter what. Anyway.
instead of how the products or the opportunity actually help someone else.
Direct selling works when people contribute more than they take, because that creates abundance for all. This business works when it's rooted in service.
First of all, Scentsy says this all the time. That's like practically their motto at this point. They're always saying this shit. Contribute more than you take. So if everyone is contributing more than they take, then who's benefiting, you know? Oh, it's these people. It's these people on the screen right here. They want you to contribute more than you take, because if everyone is contributing more than they take, who gets all those contributions? Orville and Heidi do, and also the CEOs and whatever the fuck. Those high up people in this multi-million-dollar company, they're the ones who benefit from all of you guys contributing more than you take. It's just so manipulative and gross.
If it blesses someone, we all win.
We are working very hard to preserve your ability to earn money on your terms. But to do that
On
and
her
to grow
terms.
again, we have to get back to the basics. Good people promoting good products in good ways. We're proud of our products, and we know you are good people.
Now let's talk about the facts, because hope isn't a feeling, it's built on reality. According to the 2024 Direct Selling Association's Growth and Outlook report, direct selling in the US generated $34.7 billion in retail sales. There are 34.3 million customers buying through direct selling, and 5.4 million direct sellers earning income. If direct selling were a single company, it would rank among the top 20 retailers in America.
That's not how reality. Why would what a manipulative stat. Like, why would you say that? There's like hundreds of MLMs in the United States alone. I don't know. This is just like spitballing. If we took 500 companies and combined them all into one, they would be like a really successful company. Okay, you can't do that. You can't. Why would you say that? And also, how much profit did the direct selling industry make the year before? How much less is it as of 2024? What if the year before it was 50 billion? It's like, y'all are down. You're on a downward trajectory, but you think it's impressive to just be like $30 billion or whatever it was. It's like lying by omission. It's so sickening.
Let's talk fragrance. Globally, home fragrance is a $26 billion industry, according to Fortune Business Insights. It is growing annually at 2 to 3 times the rate of inflation. That growth is driven by the importance of fragrance in wellness, emotional well-being, and technology, especially smart diffusers.
There is one direct selling brand that owns this space, and that's us.
Scentsy is not the only direct selling brand that owns home fragrance. Like Young Living and doTERRA, they're all about diffusing essential oils to make your house smell good. The fuck are you talking about? You guys are not the only multi-level marketing company that sells things that make your house smell good. Please. Like, I mean, I don't know about like Amway and like Melaleuca and Arbonne, but I know like those 3 companies specifically, they have so many fucking products, and that's why I say I don't know about them. I would be willing to bet that those 3 also have some kind of like home or car fragrance product, because they have such a wide array of them. You can't just claim this little corner of the MLM industry. You can't do that, because it's not true. Young Living distributors would hear this and be like, excuse me, I just spent $200 on a diffuser that's made out of plastic, and I just spent $500 on my monthly oil order. What about me? It's like, dude, the things that they're saying are just like untrue. They're making shit up, and their consultants are just like eating it up, like, yeah.
This category continues to grow because life is stressful, and scent helps people cope. And that means the category is strong. And strong categories reward consistent, patient businesses.
Now let's talk a minute about Scentsy's track record. In over 20 years, consultants have sold over $9 billion in Scentsy products. We've paid over $3.5 billion in commissions. We have paid over $781 million to local governments in sales and VAT taxes. We've taken more than 25,000 people on incentive trips around the world, many for the first time. Imagine all that would have been lost without Scentsy as a direct selling company.
That's not toxic positivity. That's reality.
It is toxic positivity when you're pairing it with other stats that like you're using to kind of bolster yourselves and be like, look at how great we're doing. They're also talking about like these statistics are all over the course of 20 fucking years, dude. It's not like you're making $9 billion in sales a year. It's not like you're taking 25,000 people on incentive trips a year. This is over the course of 20 years. And I would say that out of most companies, that is very impressive that you grew that much, because a lot of companies in 20 years will never grow that much, may not even last 20 years. So great job, Scentsy. And here's what I will say is that I have used Scentsy in the past. I have bought Scentsy in the past, years ago. I was gifted a warmer and some wax cubes like 15 years ago or something, and I used it and I liked it. Like, no shade on Scentsy's actual products, like they're fine. The warmers are cute. Like, they have a lot of really cute warmers. Their wax cubes, I can say they work. Personally, I prefer candles. I just think it's easier. Like, the cleanup is easier, plus they're cheaper. My problem with Scentsy's products is the price point, and that goes to every MLM ever. The thing about this industry is that their prices have to have a very steep markup in order to be able to afford to pay out all those commissions to the top 1% of their consultants. They need to have enough profit to be able to afford to take those 25,000 people on incentive trips. And I don't know if Scentsy has like a car bonus, but like, I mean, I'm sure they have like other bonuses that their top 1% gets. And then also, of course, they need to be able to pocket a lot of that money themselves.
If you're new, here's something you need to know. You didn't miss the moment. You are the moment. Every generation of leaders started exactly where you are, learning, questioning, building confidence one step at a time. You don't need a huge following, perfect language, or instant success. You need belief, curiosity, a willingness to try, and a passion for helping others.
Scentsy has weathered economic downturns, cultural shifts, retail disruption, and digital transformation. We are still here fighting for you because home fragrance and relationships are timeless. Trends come and go, human needs don't.
And here's the truth we don't say often enough. Every strong season in the company was built during uncertain ones. Not when everything was easy, not when growth was automatic, but when people chose to stay steady, learn, and serve.
Okay, I know like serve, it's probably coming because they're Mormon, they're very devout, like LDS. Serve that word is giving like serve us. They're saying like serve your communities, serve your loved ones. No, what I'm hearing there is like learn what we're about and serve us, serve the company. And they're like, yes, sir.
Declining sales are not a verdict on your value. They are feedback. Feedback is useful. Fear is not. Control what you can, and we will do the same. You can't fix global trends. You can't carry the weight of rumors. You can't react to every negative opinion. Your job is simpler and more powerful. Serve the person in front of you.
One customer, one conversation, one new consultant, one sale, one follow-up, one invitation, one good habit repeated. Momentum doesn't come from reacting. It comes from showing up consistently when others hesitate. And we have a plan to help you gain a little more momentum.
So about a year ago, we changed the activity requirements, and we know that change hurt some of you. So instead of pretending it didn't, we're going to do an experiment.
Girl, if you didn't know, if you didn't watch my year-end wrap-up, I covered this extensively, but one of the big things that Scentsy did last year was they had a requirement that was, in order to be considered an active consultant, you had to make 200, I think it's called PRV, personal retail volume or whatever, 200 PRV per month in order to be considered active. And I think over a lifetime, once a consultant reaches 1,000 PRV, they get bumped up from a 20% commission up to a 25% commission for life. What Scentsy did last year is they said, actually, we're going to raise that PRV requirement per month from 200 to 250. And now if you don't make that, you don't get your 25%. You go back down to 20. If you make that 250 PV, then we'll give you the extra 5%. That caused a lot of people to quit. For Heidi to be like, instead of just pretending it wasn't going to hurt you guys, it's like, first of all, how could you not see it like that? Like, how could you see it any other way? Of course, people are gonna hurt. You're taking money from them. You're taking 5% of their income away if they don't meet a sales quota. You wanna talk about, oh, you're making money your way. No, because what you did here is basically saying like, if you didn't meet our threshold, then we're taking money from you. 5% of your income that would have otherwise been yours if we hadn't made this change. And now she's just like, we did it for a year. We lost a ton of consultants, and a lot of you guys got really mad and openly spoke out saying it was gonna hurt you and that it was hurting you. We're just gonna address it now, even though we did this to you for a whole freaking year. Please remember that everything that Heidi is about to say, because spoiler alert, they're lowering it back down to 200 PV. It's only temporary. They're doing a little test for like a month or two or something like that to see how it goes. I don't know what their plan is afterwards. I don't know what exactly they're testing, but that outcry, yeah, it was from a lot of consultants, but the anti-MLM movement did that too. Probably more than the consultants did, because the consultants are pretty much taught like, you keep your mouth shut. If there's something you don't like, just keep quiet, because this is our cult. Don't speak up or else you're gonna get in trouble. People are gonna ostracize you. You're not gonna be part of the Scentsy family anymore if you question anything. Like, that is how these companies operate. So yeah, a lot of people just straight up left because they felt like they didn't have a voice. But who does have a voice? The anti-MLM movement. We went on a rampage about this, being like, how dare you just take 5% from your loyal independent contractors, your loyal cult members? How dare you do that? You know, basically being like, y'all should be pissed off about this. And they were. A lot of people were. A lot of people left Scentsy and then spoke out. If you are a Scentsy consultant watching this for whatever fucking reason, if you're seeing this, you have the anti-MLM movement to thank for this. At least partially, because we were very loud when this happened, calling Scentsy out and being like, how dare you? And obviously the haters, they're causing Heidi so much distress that she has to mention it time and time again. She's mentioning it here on the Scentsy World Tour in front of everyone, being like, people are haters and they want to take this company away from you. It's like, at the very least, we want you to stop being greedy assholes. Like, it's just wrong. What they did was wrong, and we were very loud about it. So what Heidi's about to say, if you're a Scentsy consultant, maybe say thank you to an anti-MLMer. Maybe do that, because we had a big role in this.
From February 1st through March 31st, we are lowering the monthly activity requirement from 250 PRV back down to 200 PRV.
That means the monthly sales bonus threshold will also lower from 2,500 PRV to 2,000 PRV.
Oh yeah, that was part of the raise also. So if you're a leader and you have a team, it used to be 2,000 PRV and you would get whatever leadership bonus. They raised that to 2,500. Like, you would have to basically sell an extra 500 PRV every month in order to get the same bonuses that you were getting before. Now you have to work harder. That's what it was. So now what Orville's saying is like, oh, we're lowering that back down to what it was before also. You're welcome.
Now, this is temporary. Maybe. It's intentional, and it's designed to help you succeed in the short term. If it works, if it helps more people stay active and engaged, we'll consider making it permanent.
It already was permanent. They haven't mentioned the 1,000 PV, because I think that's what the certified consultant is that they're talking about. People who have sold 1,000 PRV in their lifetime with Scentsy, and those people would get that extra 5% bonus. They obviously took that away unless they met the monthly requirements. So it sounds like they still have to meet at least 200 PRV to get that extra 5%, unless she's gonna mention it again. But that was a permanent fixture. The 25% thing was a permanent fixture. It's not anymore. 200 PRV. I don't know if it's always been like that, but it was for a very long time. And then Scentssy's like, hey, we're gonna raise it. And then everyone freaked out. And now they're putting it back down temporarily, maybe. It's like, and they're like, if it helps more people stay active, how could it not? Excuse me, how could it not, Orville? Like, of course it's going to. You don't need to test it. I'll tell you right now. More people are going to be active if you lower the activity requirement. Like, duh, that's how numbers work.
Why the change? Because we want Scentsy to be the best direct selling opportunity, not just today, but for years to come.
But for the year of 2025, you didn't feel that way, right? What changed? If what you're saying is true and you're like, you want to be the best or whatever, you want to be the best that Scentsy can possibly be, then why did you raise it in the first place? Like, why did you make these changes in the first place? Sounds like you guys were already the best you could have been, and then you goofed it up by raising everything and pissing everyone off. It makes no sense. I mean, literally what they're doing is they're just caving to pressure, which, good. I'm glad that our movement was able to contribute to that pressure, and that at least their consultants are going to be hopefully getting the commissions that they deserve. Because honestly, a 25% commission, like, even with that, in the world of MLM anyway, like, I can think of a lot of MLMs that pay out at least 30%, some upwards of 40 to 45%. You got pharmacy that pays 50%. So there's like 25% seems really low. So there's another thing for you guys to think about if you're a Scentsy consultant. Like, why are you in an MLM that only pays you 25%? I mean, why are you in an MLM at all? But like, Scentsy could be paying you more. I'm just saying.
We want people like you promoting Scentsy products, but we can't do this for you. We can only do it with you.
So here's our ask. Today, enjoy World Tour. Get everything you can out of it. Then partner with us.
Be active, stay active, promote the products you believe in.
Invite others into Scentsy, not out of pressure, but out of confidence. Because this opportunity only survives when good people choose to show up and protect it.
If you're unsure, stay. If you're hopeful, share that hope. We are not done. We are not behind. We are building again.
And the people who stay steady now will be the ones telling the story later.
Thank you for believing. Thank you for partnering with us.
Have a great World Tour.
I just love listening to Heidi and Orville talk.
This next part is that guy talking, the same guy who was talking before that doesn't say anything of importance. Then there's these two ladies who start talking about like their inspirations for the aesthetics. We're not going to listen to them. It's a lot of blah, 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 boring bullshit. Like, we like bohemian and blah, blah, blah. Like, shut up. Then we have this fun moment where it's literally like 2 full minutes of just like, not silently, there's background music, but it's just flipping through their catalog. Hello, World Tour. Look at our catalog. It's like, okay, no one really cares about this. I'm gonna get through this part quickly. Long story short, as you can see here, they have a bunch of new warmers that are supposed to meet the aesthetics that they all decided they wanted to do for 2026. And interestingly enough, this is something I'm cutting out, but there was a moment when they were talking about their inspirations and aesthetics. They were saying like maximalism is in right now. Like it's such a popular thing and that like it's coming back and yeah, maximalism, great. And then they show us these. I'm sorry, you guys, can you look at the, like they're boring. Most of them are white, which I guess it is the Pantone color of the year.
White people.
But nothing says maximalism about this at all. They were like kind of talking down about minimalism, and that's what these look like. These look pretty minimalistic to me, if you ask me. They're fine. I don't think any of them are necessarily ugly, but like they're boring. I'm sorry, they're minimalist. Like they have plenty of shit that I would be like, yeah, that's definitely maximalist, but like all these new ones that they're showcasing, I'm not seeing it. So like, why did you even take the time to tell us that maximalism is in when this is the shit that you're coming out with? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this goes on for a hot minute. Then we have these people here, category manager, product development strategist. Here they're talking about like how to qualify for their incentive trips. They're talking kind of about like compensation plan things, tips on how to stay active. And then they give you tips on like how to create like good reels and TikToks for your Scentsy business on social media and how to, you know, tips and tricks, basically. None of it's important, so we're gonna skip that also. Then there's this moment that like this isn't important at all. While I was watching through it, I thought it was hilarious how like unprofessional this is. But so they're sitting here talking about I guess they're coming out with a Care Bear collection. Obviously those Care Bear licensed products are like those warmers and stuff are probably gonna cost a lot more than their normal warmers because they're gonna have to pay for the licensing of these products. But I'm just gonna play this part for you. You don't have to pay attention to what the presenter is saying. I don't even remember what they're talking about. The thing that I think is really funny is that the production crew forgot to turn off the guy's microphone. So like he's the one doing the actual live stream and then he'll talk for a while and then they'll put up a video. So at this point they didn't turn the guy's mic off. So like this lady's talking about like this is like all these important things and all you hear is this guy like talking and sniffing and shuffling around. It's just the unprofessionalism of it all that I'd like to share with you just for shits and giggles.
Hey, it's me again, this time with our new, very large and very exciting Easter collection. As you can see, our Easter collection is pretty expansive this year. This is a global collection that launches February 23rd. All right,
He's
let's
just
take a look
sniffing.
at what we have. Traditional Easter style, but a bit more subtle than we've done in years
Shuffling
past
with their
to align with our
microphone.
new.
Anyway, you get the point. Hey guys, can we maybe figure this tech shit out? Like all you had to do was turn off this guy's microphone. Where's the professionalism? Coming up here, they do a live Q&A kind of thing. So we can watch through some of those. Some of the questions are stupid, but some of them are worth listening to. Yeah, during the Zoom call, the chat was asking questions and they were going through and answering them. So I'll put the more interesting ones here.
Drop your questions in the Q&A area and we'll answer a few questions now. Are you okay with that, board?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, this isn't awkward at all.
Okay.
Okay.
When is Care Bears releasing?
I can't remember. It's coming up. We'll have the moderators answer that one.
Why the fuck are you guys here? Because obviously I didn't show it here. Again, you can go watch the full live stream on DC's channel if you want. But they dedicated a good like 5 minutes maybe to the Care Bear, like the whole Care Bear collection coming out and like talking it up and stuff. And they're like, okay, hey, when's it coming out? And these two are just like, I don't know. Am I supposed to know that? It's like, you're the experts. You're the ones up here telling us all about the Care Bear stuff. That's like the most important part of all of this is like, okay, so when do we have that to look forward to? And they're like, actually, I'm not sure. Scentsy pays us a lot of money, and actually, we don't know those things. We'll let the moderators deal with that because we can't answer the most important question.
I think we answered most of them except the biggest question. So.
Yeah, which is, when is the Care Bears collection
April
dropping?
20th.
April 20th.
Oh, 420
Scentsy markets on
Blizzard!
We missed that, and we
did.
said it a few minutes ago.
This next part, they spend like 5 minutes being like, here's videos of all of our people who have promoted, like, I don't know, it's just like a long montage that no one gives a shit about, just showcasing their consultants being goofy. Next, though, what I want to talk about are these pre-recorded consultants. So like, normally with an event like this, they will have some of their most successful distributors get on stage and do a little speech. Like, I feel like we see this all the time, right? With all of these MLM events and stuff. Like, they always pick some motivational speakers of consultants that have success stories with the company, and they'll get on stage and they'll do a little training me, like, this is how I got so successful. That's what we're about to watch through. I'm going to watch through them all here, but I probably will be cutting some parts out just for the sake of brevity. Again, watch DC's channel if you want to watch the whole thing. But yeah, these are pre-recorded. You can tell because this first lady, like, she does a lot of cuts. Like, she edited this probably herself. But there are other distributors in here who didn't edit anything, and it's just like really hard to watch because they're not good at speaking. So I don't know, it's interesting. So let's just watch through this.
Superstar director Dana Hennessy.
Here's a rule of thumb that you can follow. General posts are great for storytelling.
Okay, first of all, great start. You're covering up one of the words of the header there. Content what? Content types, maybe? Like, there's plenty of room on the other end of that little board there for your hand. You don't have to be covering up the header there. Anyway, sorry.
Stories are where you get the chance to build a lot of connection with your audience. Throw in your daily life things, throw in what you're thinking about in that moment. You can talk about products. It's also a really, really great place to close on sales because it's more like talking to a friend. No, just cold messaging people or sending links. We don't do that. That does not work. Links should only be used sparingly. When people ask on a post every now and then, on a share every now and then, links blasted on every single post is a no-no. People will just get bored of that. They're just going to feel like they're an ATM machine for you. You're going to lose that connection. You're going to lose that trust. If you're showing up online consistently on whatever social media platform that you're on, you're allowing your audience to connect with you and build trust with you. They're getting to know the person that they're choosing to purchase from. I still continuously get sales, even if what I'm posting for that day has nothing to do with Scentsy. And that's how I know I've done a good job. We want content that's more human and less like an infomercial.
I just don't, like, they always say this, right? Like, I feel like how many times have we heard this advice be given by a multi-level marketing distributor? They're like, oh, you want to be personable, you want to make relationships, you want to be approachable, you don't want to sound like it's transactional. There is no possible way to sound genuine and approachable when you're making posts about a multi-level marketing company. If you have your own separate group or your own separate Facebook page where you're constantly posting that and it's like separate from your personal Facebook and your Instagram or whatever, like, that's one thing because like there's a time and a place, and that time and place is going to be in your separate Facebook groups that are dedicated to your Scentsy business. But if you're on like your personal Facebook account and you're not making posts that are personal, they're all relating back to Scentsy or whatever MLM you're in, there is no possible way to see that as a genuine post. I'm sorry, you just can't. You got something good going on in your life? Thank Scentsy for it. You got something bad going on in your life? Be grateful that you have Scentsy to help you through it, to give you some extra money, to take your mind off of whatever terrible thing is going on. It literally, like, it always goes back to Taylor Kirby from Paparazzi selling his paparazzi bullshit at a funeral.
My cousin's husband passed away on Sunday, and we are here at the funeral. We're just finishing up. Everyone's left to go. We're doing a luncheon, and so I'm literally here at the I'm still dressed up. We're here, but I just wanted to tell you that my Life of the Party packs arrived.
If you're one of the OGs, like, if you know, you were here for it. There was literally the brother of the CEO and paparazzi went to a fucking funeral and made content there being like, hey, I got all this paparazzi stuff, buy this, I'm posting this, go check out my Facebook, like I got all these things. Oh, by the way, they're about to go put the body in the ground.
I think they're gonna put the body in the ground.
Funerals are sad, and this guy's like, yeah guys, I'm at a funeral and it's very, very sad. Please buy my paparazzi stuff. Also, I'm gonna go watch my loved one be buried in the ground now.
Hot diggity to the dang dang.
It's just so, it always goes back to that for me. I'm like, no matter what posts you make, if you even mention Scentsy, oh, you know what? It also goes back to like Color Street. What they used to do is they would go into Facebook groups, maybe like a mom group or something, and let's just say, for example, they have like a favorite teething toy that they like, and they're like, hey moms, I love this teething toy. My kid loves this. And so they'll take a picture, like, I don't know, I'm just grabbing this, but they'll have their Color Street nails and they'll hold the product like this, and then you can like see their nails, and with the intent to be like, people will be like, oh, your nails are so cute, and then they can like DM them and be like, it's from Color Street, buy it from, like, there is always some kind of intention behind social media posts like this. So like, even if you're on your own personal Facebook post and you're like just posting a selfie being like, I'm so happy today, I did my makeup today, doesn't my hair look good today, and then you see like a Scentsy warmer in the background, that is purposeful. Making any attempt to appear genuine when a multi-level marketing company is involved doesn't work for 99% of people. It does not come off as genuine because it's not genuine. She's just like, well, if you don't post your link in all of your posts, then it's fine. Then you can just do whatever you want and people will think it's genuine. No, we see right through that shit. What she's saying doesn't work anymore. Like, welcome to the world of anti-MLM. We've done a lot of work to get the word out there of your tactics, of the things that you do to try to make sales, to get recruits. This is one of those things. Trying to be sneaky about getting sales. I know in Scentsy, they were saying, oh, well, you should always just put lipstick swatches on your hand. So, you know, if you are making content, like say you're making a reel or something and people can see that there's like swatches on your hand, then someone's gonna comment and be like, what's all over your hand? And then you go, oh, that's my Scentsy lipstick. That's my liquid, whatever the fuck Scentsy lipstick is called. What was it? Lip Sense. They'd be like, when you go to the grocery store, make sure you have those little lines on your hand so some woman will walk by and be like, excuse me, miss, did you know there's something on your hand? And then you could go, oh, I sell this lipstick. Do you like it? Do you want to buy? Like, there's always something, and you gotta look out for it. And do these people still do this all over social media? Yeah. But guess what? Your time is up. We called you out. We know what you're doing. Any social media posts at all that doesn't mention your income, your financial freedom, your time freedom, if it doesn't mention that, there's always something. There's a reason for it. Sometimes it's consistency. Sometimes it's just like, well, the algorithm will promote all of my posts more if I post consistently. And that's true, but there's always a reason for it. So look out for it. What this lady is basically telling you is like, here's all my tactics. Here's all the things that like skeptics should look out for, you know?
Here's where I'm going to say that you need to rely on your own personal taken photos, or even the real photos that you see all of the wonderful consultants sharing, creating your own content in video form, picture form, however it is you like to create content, put that personal touch on it. It matters more than you could ever imagine. Once you create a lot of content, then you can save it and reuse it in the future for the days that you really don't feel like showing up, but you know you need to show up anyway.
And why is she holding a Tim Hortons cup right now? You have a desk in front of you. Like, I have a drink too. Imagine if I was filming this video the entire time holding a cup like this. Like, it's weird. What are you doing? I have a little cup holder here. That's what it's for. I pick it up when I'm thirsty. Ma'am, you're talking. You are speaking right now. You are not drinking, so put your fucking cup down. It's not like this is like a Scentsy cup. It's just a Tim Hortons. Like, are you trying to show off that you drink Tim Hortons coffee? Like, what are you doing?
Do I recommend using AI? Absolutely I do. But AI is a tool for support and never to replace your own personal.
You know, I don't appreciate the idea that we're ruining the fucking environment for MLM boss babes to use AI to write scripts for them. The fuck are we doing? Everyone's utility bills are like through the roof right now because they can't stop building AI data centers and using up all the water in the fucking region to power them and keep them cool. Also, multi-level marketing #boss babes can use ChatGPT to tell them how to market the products they're trying to sell. well. It's so frustrating. There are some people who use ChatGPT all day, every day, and it's like, you people are destroying the world. But I mean, sure, it has some useful tools here and there, but like, if you're making posts every single day and you need ChatGPT to tell you what to post every single day, maybe this isn't for you. And again, that goes back to, it's not genuine because the fucking computer's telling you to do it. It's not coming from your mind. It's coming from ChatGPT. So like, shut up.
I don't know about you, but whenever someone tells me that I need to stick to a niche, I cannot do that. I am the niche. So here
I am the niche, bitch. No one fucking cares. You are a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl on the internet trying to sell stuff and make people care about you. You are a dime a dozen. Less than a dime a dozen. You're a penny a dozen. And guess what? They don't even make pennies anymore, so you might as well be fucking worthless. Wow, that was like the meanest thing I've ever fucking said. I'm not taking it back. I don't care. Dude, you are not a niche. You're part of a niche of blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girls on the internet. Congratulations. That's your niche. Like, apparently that's your fucking niche. And like, it's not even a unique niche. You are putting yourself in a niche that is heavily populated. How do you expect people to find you when every other blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl is doing the same shit on TikTok and Instagram as you? Talk about an oversaturated market. You can say you're the niche all you want, but I have no interest in you as a niche. I get it. You're pumping yourself up. You're trying to make yourself seem more important than you actually are in the eyes of everyone else around you. You're not unique. She's holding up a list here. House build. She's like, I guess building a new house. First of all, no one can even afford to fucking buy a used house. A house that someone has lived in before. No one can even afford to buy those. So it's like not even relatable, I guess. But I will say, you know, that there you go. That's a unique thing that you're documenting, because most people don't have the money to buy a new house, a house that's newly being built. Like there you go. There's a unique niche. But the rest of this, thrifting, dime a dozen. Scentsy, fuck you. Makeup, beauty, hair, dime a dozen. Educational / inspirational, those are two separate things. Educating about what? If you're the niche, what are you doing? Educating about yourself because you're the niche? Like what? Inspirational? What is this, some Jesus shit? I don't know. Also dime a dozen. I guess what I'm saying is this is terrible advice. You're not giving anything new at all. And if you are the niche, ma'am, then every single person watching this is just like, what's my niche then? Because it's not you, because you're you. Am I a niche? No! Oh, it's frustrating. It's just like word salad, garbage, bullshit, just like spewing out of her mouth. And it's just like, maybe this is the thing that she thinks is educational. Like she's trying to educate people on how to grow their network marketing business. That's probably what it is, huh? I don't know. If this is what you're doing, you're not very effective at it.
are my content pillars that I use as a staple for what types of content that I put out there. We're building a house. That has gained me a lot of followers, a lot of interest, a lot of connection with people who either have a dream to build a house for themselves in the future, or people who have supported us for years and years and years and just love to see where their support has actually been a piece of our lives.
But see, she's a superstar director, allegedly, an SSD. She has the money to build a new house. Everyone watching this, it's like, well, yeah, you're at the top of 1% in a multi-level marketing company. Of course you have the money. I would have no interest in watching my upline, if I had an upline, my upline building a house that they are building off of the back of me and my hard work and the rest of the team, because ultimately that's what it is. Like, you're making a bunch of commissions based on the sales that everyone in your downline is making. Like, how much are you actually selling yourself, ma'am? You know, I think, if I had to guess, the bulk of her paycheck is probably coming from team and leadership bonuses, aka if her team sells a lot, she makes money off of that. And then you're gonna watch her build a fucking house while you can't even afford to get groceries? And she's like pretty much not even doing anything. And if this is her form of education and like training her team how to be successful in an MLM, the fuck are you doing? Like, this ain't it. This is teaching them nothing. And none of them can get into the house building niche because none of them can afford it. It's so out of touch. That's what I'm trying to say. All of this rambling just comes down to, I feel like this woman is completely out of touch. All of these top 1%ers are out of touch, of course, with the rest of the bottom 99%. Because none of us give a shit about you building a house. Thrifting, maybe, because we're all broke and can't do anything else other than thrifting. But otherwise, it's like you're out of touch. Great job.
You can still incorporate some Scentsy type content within these pillars, but it isn't all Scentsy. As you can see, Scentsy is one of my pillars as well, but you'll notice that not everything I post is Scentsy. In fact, the majority of what I post isn't directly Scentsy related.
But she just said that she includes Scentsy in all of it anyway. So it's like, sounds like what you just said is a lie. It sounds like in one sentence you're saying one thing, and then in the direct next sentence you're saying something that contradicts what you just said in the previous sentence. I don't know how you would fit Scentsy into thrifting content, but maybe like you would buy some cute little decoration or something that you want to put into your house, incorporate in your home decor, and you could put it next to a Scentsy warmer and film them both next to each other. And that goes back to me being like, it is not fucking genuine. No matter what it is these people are posting, their main goal is to get you to ask about Scentsy and join their team so they can make more money off of you. That's it. That is all that's happening. She's like, make your content. It could be any of these like little niches that you put yourself into, but Scentsy's part of all of it. Again, saying the quiet part out loud. They don't care about being genuine. They care about you asking questions, you getting curious, and you joining their team. That's what they care about.
And that's the key here to building trust with an audience. You're not just a sales robot. You are a person with interests and a life outside of Scentsy.
You're supposed to be, but when you put Scentsy into every single fucking thing you do and say, then yeah, no, you come off as a money-hungry influencer or a robot. You don't come off as genuine at all. You could sit here and be like, these are tips to make you seem genuine. To anyone who has no social awareness, I guess, maybe, but it's like, to those of us who can notice what's genuine and what's not, this shit that she's trying to teach people to do, not genuine, and it's not going to help fucking anybody.
Why does this work? You're going to get more consistent sales because you're showing up consistently online and reminding people about purchasing Scentsy. The sales that you're going to get are not going to feel forced. People recommend you more and they're curious about you because you're showing up online and you're connecting with your audience. What you want to do with your digital footprint is to tell your story through all your content so good that people ask you for your link. People want to support you. The goal here is to build a digital footprint from consistently being you and having fun that leads to consistent sales.
Thank you so much, Dana. And hello, Scentsy. It's Deb Bowden here, and I'm so happy to be here with you.
Okay, this lady, she's just kind of like a intermediary speaker. I don't know, skip through her. Yeah, we got some more consultants to listen to bullshit from.
Rachel Pence.
Hey guys, my name is Rachel Pence, and I am a superstar director out of Southern Ohio. Today, I'm here to talk to you guys.
Cat. You know what? When I edit this, I'm just gonna film the cat. Get a good look at this yet another blonde-haired, blue-eyed white lady. Take a good look at her because cat's gonna be the only thing left on the screen after this, just so we're aware. Unless it's necessary that I show her for a moment, but nothing else is necessary. Only cats are necessary.
Digital sales is a way that anybody here can be successful. Yes, it looks different from person to person, but it's a tool that if used correctly can help you get active, sponsor, and maybe even pay your bills. When it comes to content though, not every platform or content type is the same. Posts are for storytelling and visibility. Stories are for connection and trust. Messages are for relationship building, and then videos and reels are where I like to showcase my personality.
Is this your personality? Because it's very manufactured. This isn't a personality I care about. Literally, I care more about your fucking cat.
For example, with the Solo, I made a reel introducing the Solo and explaining what I loved about it. I then made stories and continue to make stories over and over again of me actually using the device. Then I'm texting my customers one-on-one or direct messaging my customers one-on-one and telling them, that I thought about them when I was using it.
So that's a lie then, because you can't think about each individual, like how many customers do you have? This woman is probably also very high up, so she probably does have actual customers. What a fucking weird thing to say though. Imagine being a very successful multi-level marketing distributor and you're a customer of that person. They're successful, right? Because that's like their whole online presence is being like, oh, thanks Scentsy for all these good things happening in my life. Thanks Scentsy for getting me through the bad parts of life. Thanks Scentsy, everything's fucking Scentsy. Thanks Scentsy for sending me to this incentive trip. Thanks Scentsy for paying for my coffee this morning. Like, I forgot where I was going with that. I went on with that bit for so long, I just forgot. Oh, being a liar. That's what she was talking about. If you get a text message from this woman and she's like, I was thinking about you. First of all, weird. I'm your customer. Second of all, the fuck you were. She probably sent that to every single one of her customers. So it's just a lie. This is very personal to me because I thought about you. No, you didn't. Stop. It's so stupid. She's basically telling everyone, like, just be dishonest right now. Lie to your customers to keep them on the hook so they'll buy more from you. Ugh.
My number one tip is to keep it simple and be intentional. Each week, I aim for 2 to 3 story-based posts, daily stories, even if they're messy in real life. I promise, it's fine. 2 to 5 genuine DMs or texts per day. That's it.
Genuine though. Like, they're not genuine. If you're texting people trying to get them to buy from you or join your team. I mean, that's the only genuine part about it. Hi, I'm genuinely wanting you to give me money, please, basically is what you're saying. And it's like, that's not something that people want to be involved with. I'd be pissed if I got a text like that. So if it's anything other than that, it's not fucking genuine, because your genuine goal with those texts and those DMs is to get some money, get some sales, and get some recruits. Like, if it's anything other than saying that part, then it's not genuine. Like, I hate it. I hate it so much. And that's why no one wants to buy from MLMs anymore, because this is their training. This is the training they get. People teaching you how to look genuine, but you're really just trying to grow your business. Okay, so you're not being genuine. You just want to seem like you're being genuine. That's it. That's what this all comes down to.
This is where AI comes in, but not in a copy and paste kind of way. I don't ask AI to be me. I ask it to help me think. Some example prompts I use. I'll send out a photo of a product and ask it to help me come up with a caption. I don't copy and paste it, but I use it to help trigger an idea. Heck, some days my brain is completely dry.
Heck, no one says it like that. I mean, obviously she's reading. You guys can't see her because I just have the cat on the screen, but she's like looking up. It's like if I was trying to make a YouTube video and I was looking right here the whole time and I was like trying to seem genuine, but no, it's very clear that I'm like reading something or focused on something else. Like, that's what she's doing. And she's just like, heck, tell me you're reading a script without actually saying it.
I'm not messaging people saying, hey, buy this. I'm watching their lives and finding solutions for their problems. I'm saying things like, this made me think of you.
Oh my God, how exhausting it must be to like stalk your fucking customers or potential customers, people you see as potential future customers, and spending so much time like watching their shit, like you don't know them and you're just like, they're going live about this now. I wonder what they're live about. Trying to find a way in. You don't actually genuinely care about them and their lives. You care about trying to slither yourself into their lives to get them to buy Scentsy or to get them to join your team. It's so stupid. Like, transparently manipulative. I hate it. It is so obvious what they're doing.
You need people to like, know, and trust you. And then they're gonna buy from you. They're not gonna trust a robot. They trust you as a human.
Okay, but you guys are coming off as robots, so yeah, no one trusts you anyway. I'm sorry, like who watches these people and being like, they seem very genuine and trustworthy? I can't think of a single person who's like, I would like to follow someone like this, who's constantly trying to shove Scentsy down my throat to make money for themselves. Like, they're very clearly trying to look genuine and they're not. Like, that's what it all comes down to.
Our next consultant is from the state of Indiana. She's a director. Let's welcome Tabitha Welch.
To me, it's more important about how do I fit Scentsy and my digital media post into my everyday life. So say you're going on a trip and you're packing. I'm gonna film putting a scent pack inside my suitcase. And I'm gonna say why I do that. Because now I've solved a problem of stale clothes not staying fresh as you travel. And I'm gonna pop into an idea the next time someone else packs.
Maybe I just don't travel a lot, but that seems like an unnecessary problem that needs solving, because I don't even, is that a problem? Is that a thing that happens? You put shit in a suitcase for a day, travel on a plane, and then unpack it in your destination and be like, ugh, everything stinks. Like, I've never experienced that. Would it be nice to open your suitcase and, I don't know, have a nice fresh smell? Sure, I guess, but it just like seems unnecessary. I don't know. That's like one of those things that like you go on the internet and people are like, here's some cool life hacks, and like none of them are useful at all. Like, if stale clothes that have been in a suitcase for a day is an actual problem, someone let me know. I mean, I travel, but I don't travel a lot, so maybe I just don't know, but I've never experienced this. I feel like that's just unnecessary.
Now, a big thing that I use inside my business is AI. Now, I'm finding as this comes out more and more people are using it, I can easily identify when someone's using AI. So here are my few tips.
She's the third person in a row who's just like, hey, use AI. And it's like, for the most part, it's pretty obvious when people start using AI, especially if you can go back in the history of like everything they were posting before ChatGPT was a thing. If there's a noticeable difference in grammar and emoji usage and shit, it's like, yeah, that's AI. Like, we know. I'll be honest, like, I do get tricked by AI sometimes. Like, I've even like accidentally shared like something to my Instagram story that I didn't realize was AI, and it was, and then people message me like, I'm pretty sure that's AI. I'm like, shit, man, I fell for it again. Because AI, like videos and pictures and stuff, they're getting more advanced and more believable as time goes by. But I don't know, I feel like the way they're using it is just as ingenuine as everyone else who uses AI AI to trick people, you know? And it's like, it's obvious. If your social media posts before AI look completely different and now suddenly they're structured and like better formatted and like, it's AI.
Sometimes I will ask AI to act as if they are my business coach. And then I will tell them my objective. These are the clientele that I'm trying to reach. This is the result I'm trying to get. So say I'm trying to build a business on TikTok and I want to do it with inside TikTok's guidelines. And I want to get to X amount of followers. And I want to be able to reach people that are interested in purchasing home fragrance products or cleaning products. And then I will tell it, I want to do this in the next 30 days. Build me out a plan to do so. And then I'm going to follow that plan. We have to start being more human and more relatable and less.
We have to start being more human, so let's start using robots to tell us what to do. The fuck are you people talking about? What a stupid sentence. We have to be more relatable, she says after she's like, use AI for everything. We need to be more human. Let's use robots.
So see how that's giving you a behind the scene look of something that I was going to do anyways, but I just have programmed myself where I film.
You programmed yourself, but you want to be more human. Maybe start by not using the word program yourself. This is so stupid.
Just get out there and do it.
Thanks so much, Tabitha. Are you hearing some common themes?
AI, be relatable, but also use a robot to make you feel more relatable. Yeah, that's basically what I'm gathering here. I'm probably gonna skip this next one. This is actually mustache guy here, Owen Thompson. I'm pretty sure that's Heidi and Orville's son. Oh yeah, they're just gonna be talking about the With box, which I think is like a subscription box that they have, that they just mail out. Probably old products they're trying to get rid of. If I had to guess, in my opinion, possibly in my own speculation, that's probably what this is. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip through it. No one cares about the fucking With box.
Let's welcome Nicole Gorski.
You get that experience in person versus online. Bulbs, I always add bulbs. So, oh, your warmer has a 25 watt bulb in it. Would you like to add an extra pack of bulbs? You know, we recommend you buy our bulbs for the warmers. So it's not salesy, it's you're trying to help them.
We always recommend you buy our light bulbs instead of these other light bulbs. Don't worry, it's not salesy. I'm just trying to help you. I mean, I don't know. I haven't done the research on their light bulbs, how much they cost versus how much like a third-party light bulb of the same wattage and size costs. But I mean, it's an upsell. You are upselling them to make more money off of them. It's not salesy. I'm just trying to help. No, it's salesy.
Who sees a warmer that they fall in love with and they can't quite afford it at that time. Well, I would love to help you get that for free or even half off. Like, let's have your own party. You can have that genuine connection in person where you're not like, hey, let's have a party to get that for free. Like they can hear it in my voice that I really want to get that for them for free.
That's not your motivating factor. Your motivating factor is like, if you throw a party and people invite a bunch of other people, you're gonna make a bunch of sales. It's not like, I'm doing this out of the goodness of my heart to help you get something for free, and that's genuinely all I want out of this. No, you have a lot more to gain from that party than they do.
I had 2 parties this fall where no one at the party had ever heard of Scentsy, and they live in my community, and my community has a lot of consultants in it.
Who has never heard of Scentsy? Maybe it's just because I'm so immersed in this shit, and like, I don't know, I've known about Scentsy for like 15 years at this fucking point, because I got gifted one of their warmers before I even joined any MLM. I didn't know what MLM was, and someone gave one to me. I think it was like a white elephant gift or something like that, but I don't remember. I just feel like Scentsy is so like everywhere that maybe even if there's not like that name recognition, if you go, oh, they're like the wax melts and you put them in a wax warm. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, I know what that is. I really don't think that is a reality. That no one's ever heard of Scentsy before in this community where you happen to live. And oh, also, by the way, there's a lot of consultants that live over here also, but no one's ever heard of Scentsy. Ain't no fucking way.
Hi guys, my name is Laura Manabog. I'm a store director out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and I want to share some
I sell Scentsy so my dog can have a better life. Your dog doesn't give a shit about Scentsy. Your dog wants to make sure it has food. It wants to run around and roll in dirt and go on walks. That's what your dog cares about. And he wants some cuddles, man. He wants some attention from you because he loves you because he's a dog. They don't give a shit about Scentsy. I feel like I'm remembering like watching through this world tour the first time, I feel like this lady is sticking out to me for having a lot of wild shit that she says. Let's see if I'm correct.
When you have the opportunity to showcase your product and to meet new people, there's no negative, there's no downside in this. And it's not just about the sales. The sales are great. Yes, they are. But it's your opportunity to build your customer base and have recurring contact with that person.
Building a customer base is literally about sales. If they're not making sales for you, if they are not purchasing from you, then they're not customers. So what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm doing an outdoor Asian food festival in February. Well, that's going to be straight up Disney right in front, because that's what's going to attract their attention. And once I attract them, then I have that opportunity.
Okay, I remember this bitch. Is that racist? No, I don't know. It's not just Asian people who like Disney. Like, there's Disneyland parks in like France and, well, yeah, Tokyo, and isn't there one in China? Like, there's two in America. Like, I don't know. There's a fucking Disney resort in Hawaii, like, which I guess is still technically America, but it's also, you know, Polynesian. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not like one group of people who likes Disney more than the other. Just to be like, I'm gonna put all my Disney shit at an Asian market because Asian people love Disney, right? It's like, doesn't everyone love Disney? Like, what are you talking about? Is there a stereotype of Asian people liking Disney? I'm gonna fucking Google this shit. If that's the case, then like, if it's like a Asian stereotype, like that sounds like it could really get into the racist category here. Generalization and stereotype. Claiming that Asian people like Disney as a uniform inherent characteristic of an entire race is an oversimplification. It ignores individual differences and risks treating a diverse group of people as a monolith, which is the foundation of a stereotype. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, people of all races and all ethnicities and all those things, like, have preferences, and some people like Disney more than others, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't change across races. Like, what? There's actually a lot of articles I'm finding saying that Disney itself actually like appropriates Asian stereotypes a lot, which I guess is true thinking about it. I'm sorry, I just feel like this statement by her, like, even if I can't like pinpoint what exactly is wrong with it and weird about it, it just seems strange. Like, because like all the other products that Scentsy offers that isn't Disney, like, Asian people would like those too. They're not just like, oh, Disney, and that's all I like. It's like, why are you expecting Asian people to like not like basic little white new warmers that you were talking about, or I don't know, something with flowers on it? Like, why are you expecting them to be more attracted to Disney over any other race? I don't get that. I'm sure someone's gonna say I'm reaching or being too like social justice warrior-y, but I'm sorry, like, that comment rubs me the wrong way, and I can't pinpoint why. It just seems stereotypical. I don't know where her mind was going with that thought, but all I can say is like, what?
Let's welcome Tammy Bland Helbling.
So we came across an ad for a wedding expo for 4 sessions in January of last year. And so we decided that we were going to go ahead and move forward with that and just look at the wedding industry. So we started thinking about how we could add value to the wedding industry and still do what we were already doing. So we started Scentscaping, and that really just took off. We left January last year with 27 consultations, and Aubrey had 8 people join her team. Mm-hmm. So we are providing a service, and the products that we use is Scentsy. So we have partnered, essentially, is what we're using Scentsy as our supplier.
So instead of sitting back and letting people come to us, we go to them and we just come out with, do you know what Scentscaping is? Or have you ever heard of Scentscaping before? And then we go into what Scentscaping is, how it draws emotion and memory, and how that could look in their wedding day. Then I direct it if they are seeming interested. I have a table for brides that I have a bride intake sheet along with some fragrances that they can kind of get an idea of some fragrances we offer.
This idea is strange to me, but like, I mean, I understand the appeal, but like, how bougie of a wedding are you having when you're actually considering like what it's going to smell like? Like, okay, if you're getting married at like a farm or something, okay, fine, that makes sense. Like, you're gonna want to have some air fresheners and shit because everything's gonna smell like horse manure. If you're getting married in someplace stinky, sure. But like, I'm sorry, I've never been to a wedding that stinks. Most wedding venues I've ever been to, like, they smell good, or at least they're well maintained, like, so they aren't smelly. I guess it just seems so extra to care about, like, hey, if you go to this room, it's gonna smell like cupcakes. And then if you go to the reception hall, it's gonna smell like orchids and or whatever the fuck. Clean linen in the entry hall or whatever the fuck. Like, if that's important to you, sure, I'm not gonna hate. I mean, it's been a really long time since I had my wedding. Almost 14 years. Even back then, and I had like a considerably small, cheap wedding because I was 20 years old. Couldn't afford shit. Even with a small wedding that I had, there was so much planning and like so many things to consider that like scent was not on the front of my mind, like, or at my mind at all. Like, I didn't think about it. What's my wedding gonna smell like? Like, if you have a wedding planner who can handle all that shit for you, fine, I guess. Someone to keep all that organized, but there's so much that goes into a wedding that's not something I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about food. I'm thinking about table arrangements, table set, who's gonna sit where, the cake, the dress, the venue, the timing, the schedules, everything like that. What it's gonna smell like is not something I think about. It just seems strange. I'm sorry, it just seems like extra shit that brides shouldn't have to worry about. You know? Because they're already worrying about so much other shit. I mean, not that it's hard to just set up a wax warmer somewhere, but I don't know. I feel like it just adds extra shit to care about that if you're getting married, you don't need that. You don't need to tack on more shit. You know? That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna skip the rest of these people because they're fucking boring. And I think they just go on talking about scentscaping weddings. But that is a thing. Like, scentscaping is a thing. And Scentsy actually has provided such scents to as big of names as Disney World. For like a big theme park, it makes more sense because you have like teams of people caring about that kind of stuff. But like in a wedding, it's one day and a lot of planning goes into that one day. You don't need it. I'm not gonna watch this lady. All she's doing is talking about social media tips. This guy doesn't really say anything interesting either. I think this is Orville's brother. I just wanna have you listen to him just for a moment because he sounds like Jordan Peterson. Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. But he doesn't really say anything interesting, but just listen to this dude's voice.
And so, we've always talked about your why. And maybe it's making some extra cash for your kids' activities, building friendships, leveling up your skills, or earning a trip somewhere amazing. Your why is important, and keeping it in front of mind helps keep you motivated.
Thanks, Jordan. We're gonna skip through this whole presentation. He goes really slow. Like, it takes him forever to get through this. Core habits, gain 1 to new customers monthly, invite 5 people daily. Then they do this slideshow of their star consultants. These are all people who ranked up.
Star director, Sandy Parkey.
Hi, I'm Sandy Parkey.
The fucking dirtiest camera of all time. You are a consultant. She said like 3 words. You are a consultant for a very big, popular multi-level marketing company. And you're so successful in this company that the people organizing this event came to you and said, we want you to have a little speech and teach people about how to be successful. Do some inspirational shit on our yearly Zoom call. And she's like, yeah, I would love to. What a great opportunity. And then she doesn't even clean off her camera lens. Maybe she's just farting up the place and like it's just steaming up her camera. That's what I'm gonna choose to believe. She's just farting. I don't know if she has anything interesting to say, but she needs to clean her camera. Talk about professionalism, man.
I have been with Scentsy for almost 2 years, and that to me is crazy. It's been a fantastic 2 years. And I chose Scentsy after separating from...
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't watch this lady. Her camera's dirty, and she can't stop moving back and forth like this at the whole time. I can't do it. I can't. It's making my anxiety, like, go through the roof, just watching her. Anyway, I have a note about this next guy, and it just says, next guy is so awkward, lots of laughable moments. All right, let's check this out.
From Tennessee, let's welcome Josh Webster.
Y'all, I don't necessarily recruit. First off, I listen. I notice. I lead with connection. Not necessarily, like I said, just the opportunity. Most of my recruiting conversations don't even start like recruiting conversations would normally start. So recruiting for me is really just being human.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And, some people are socially awkward and not everyone is set out to be a speaker. But if you're going to join anybody in Scentsy, why would you pick this guy? I'm sorry, but he's not a good speaker. He's not inspirational. He's not motivational. He's very blah. Right? And awkward, like socially awkward. Maybe, other socially awkward people are like, you're like me and you're successful, so you can teach me how to be successful while also being a bad speaker and socially awkward. If it were me, this is not the upline I would choose, but apparently people are choosing him.
Natural, don't be salesy or pushy. Please, God, don't be pushy because you're going to push them away. So if you lead with the curiosity instead of the commission, People start to relax, and that's what you want. You want people to feel comfortable talking to you about this opportunity. And I'm gonna be honest about the season of the life that I was actually in when I first started. And y'all, let me tell you, that season was a season. But people are not gonna join Scentsy because it's perfect. They're not gonna join you because you seem perfect. Hopefully you don't seem perfect, because that's just not relatable. People are looking for something real. They join because it feels possible for them. Again, your story does not have to be polished, but it has to be truth.
Does it though? Because like, how would anyone know if you're not being truthful? You're just like, this is my why. I mean, yeah, it should be true. Yeah, no, absolutely it should be. But like, how many times have we seen someone get up here and just fucking lie? Like all the time. It happens all the time.
So I'm listening for clues, whether I'm talking to somebody in person or I'm talking to somebody in Messenger, or maybe I'm scrolling through Facebook, not aimlessly, but I'm doing it with intention. I'm looking for things like, I love a good deal. Bam, guess what? Discounts and perks, y'all. Scentsy consultant perks are the best. I need adult interaction. Maybe you have a single mom or just a stay-at-home mom who has 47 kids, and that's all she sees all day long. She needs the adult interaction. We have the community. We have fun.
While he's trying to be like, yeah, you gotta be genuine, you gotta be truthful and all this stuff, he's also saying like, every conversation you have, every time you scroll on social media, you have to set an intention, and that intention is going to be to gain interest in Scentsy, whether it's making sales or making recruits, which is not genuine. Like, if you're going into an interaction, he's like, even if I'm talking to someone in person, you could be talking to this guy thinking you're having a genuine interaction, but really in the back of his mind, all he's not fucking listening to you. He's not actually caring about what it is you're saying. You know what he's doing? In the back of his mind, he's thinking, how can I relate this back to Scentsy, and how can I get this person to join my team? How can I get this person to buy shit from me? Good deals. Yeah. Oh, you're a lonely single mom? I'll prey on you. Hey, community. It's just gross. It's gross. And like, all these people are saying the same shit. Be genuine. And then they flip the other page and they're like, every interaction you have is transactional. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's not genuine at all.
I could use extra money. Duh, that's what this is for.
Duh.
I'm bored. I don't know how anybody can necessarily be bored, but purpose and growth here. I am not trying to convince people, but I'm trying to connect the dots that they're already drawing for themselves. Because if you listen, people are going to tell you what they want or what they need. You just have to hear it. So when somebody has been a consultant before, you got to respect their experience. So if you're trying to get them to come back, don't reopen the old wound, y'all, because it may not have been a pretty thing for them when they were first here.
Why would that be? Why are you suggesting that Scentsy wounded some people? And then you have the audacity to try to get them to come back to a company that has wounded them in the past? And they're like, don't bring up old wounds. Don't do it. It's just going to trigger them and they're not going to want to join you. Why would they want to join you anyway if they had such a traumatic experience with it before? Like, okay.
I never try to assume why they left, because you know what assume spells. Y'all know. And I'm focused on what is different now in their life. I'm letting them know that the support on my team is just extraordinary, that I'm always here. There's other leaders in my group that can help them, and how Scentsy can fit into this season of their life. The past experience that they had with the company does not disqualify them, but it did educate them, so we can grow and we can help them change what they did before.
I mean, quite frankly, Scentsy is worse off than it was whenever those people left. It's worse off now. They just had a mass exodus because they can't stop fucking up. So why would people want to rejoin again right now? Like, I get it. You're desperate for recruits. You're desperate to bring more people into the company because y'all are struggling. You don't want to say it, even though like sometimes Heidi says it. Heidi says it all the time. But then she tries to cover it up with like sprinkling some glitter on it, and it's just like, no, Heidi, you basically just said that sales are down, people are hurt, people are struggling. Heidi says that all the time. You listen to anything she says, she's always bringing up that there's struggles in Scentsy. You don't have to listen very hard for it, but she's saying it all the time. So it's like, now doesn't seem like the best time to try to get people who had previously left Scentsy to try to rejoin it again.
I don't argue with those people who say no, because you're not gonna win. I don't take them personally, because guess what? If they tell me no, I didn't die.
First of all, I was trying to pause it to say, no means no. And a lot of the times these people are just gonna be like, sometimes no just means not right now. No, if someone says no, it means no, and you need to take it as no and back the fuck off. But second of all, as I'm struggling to pause it, he just said the most unhinged thing I've ever heard. If someone says no to me, I don't take it personally because like, I didn't die. What?
But did you die?
Yeah, because dying is the only bad thing that can ever happen to anyone, right? I didn't take it personally because I didn't die. That should go on a shirt. Okay, then you're not allowed to take it personally because you're still alive. What? What? It's just such a dramatic thing to say. Like, what the fuck?
I try to clarify what it is about their no. That way that helps me learn, because every no teaches me how to better support the next yes.
You're basically being like, I'm gonna learn what people's no is, and then I'm gonna try to find a way to turn that no into a yes, basically. I'm gonna go against the consent that they are withholding from me to try to get that consent. Like, that's just slimy. I hate the way these people talk about no's, overcoming objections. No means no. Period. Like, move on. I'm gonna fast forward here. There is a lady that like starts yelling. She's giving like Jessie Lee Ward. I have to find her because I didn't write notes about any of these other people, so they must not be very interesting. I'm gonna skip. Oh, I think it's this lady. Oh my god. Okay, if you're an OG and you've been here a long time, you're gonna hear Jessie Lee Ward in this woman's talk here. It's like almost uncanny, and it's also strange to hear in terms of Scentsy. It's just very aggressive. It's super Jessie Lee Ward. This is the Jessie Lee Ward of Scentsy, I'm telling you.
Superstar director, Anik Jerva.
Hello, Scentsy family. My name's Heidi Jerva. I am a superstar director in Canada for the Scentastic family. Whoop, whoop. I'm on my 12th year. Guys, in the last 9 days, I've recruited 7 people. I've also had $1,500 in sales. Like, what? What is going on? Sales has never been my strong suit. It's always been recruiting.
Oh, sales has never been your strong suit, but here you are speaking on the world tour stage for Scentsy because you're so successful and you're clearly making a lot of money being with Scentsy, but you're not good at sales. That's interesting. So where do you make all your paychecks? Oh, it's because you can't stop recruiting. It's because you recruit so many people. They do all the selling and all the work and you reap the benefits from that. All you gotta do is get them to come into the door and then it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm bad at sales. Whoop whoop. Like, what? But you feel like immediately Jessie Lee, right? Jessie Lee has trained and worked with like so many people who are still in the network marketing industry today. I wouldn't be surprised if this girl was part of her accelerator or something. Like, she would probably be like, yeah, Jessie Lee was my mentor. She had to have known her, right? Like, there's no way that this girl didn't work with Jessie Lee Ward.
When you believe and you want something and you get to work, you will achieve success. If you think you can't achieve success or you can't recruit, you're right. If you think you suck, you probably do suck. Because for a while, I thought I sucked. People would ask me to go and train their people, and I thought I sucked, so I didn't do it. And I felt unworthy, and I felt like I had nothing to give. And I was like, no, those are lies in my head, and those are lies in your head because you don't suck and you're amazing. And if you do think you suck, well, right now you could change that and not suck. And you know what? We just got to get to work. One thing, though, that I really do is that I would send them a little video like, hey, Julie, just to let you know. So I show them a video, not a bunch of words, not a bunch of words. Then I would send them a voice note like, hey, girl, just checking in if you had the chance to look at the information I gave you. And I would send them a visual of the photo of the kit that they would get. So be more personable. Don't just send texts. They need to hear your enthusiasm. They need to hear your voice.
I just want to point out that, like, let's compare this lady to the guy who was speaking before that I showed you, the super awkward guy. And maybe, you know, some people would probably be like, no, I don't like her energy. Like, I'll go with the lower pace guy. But I feel like if I was being recruited by either her or the other guy, first of all, she's just like, yeah, you suck, which most people don't like to hear that shit. But I feel like she is a good speaker. She is kind of motivational. It's like punching down motivational. What she's saying kind of gets you wanting to be successful. It gets you wanting to try to work. Like, I feel her energy is much more attractive in a business like this. I'm just like, if these two people were standing next to each other, like, I would join her team. I mean, obviously I'm not going to join anyone's team because fuck multi-level marketing, but she's just so much more personable than any other person we've seen this entire time. But I don't know, define personable, right? Like, a lot of people are just like, if you tell me that I suck, I don't want to work with that person. They're going to be too mean. They're going to be too harsh. But like, if you really want to take things seriously and you really want to be successful and grow, like, I would want to join someone like her over that other guy who's just like, at least I didn't die.
So yes, it can be a little scary, but you just do it scared. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you're gonna get. And now with my recruits, I could give them the vision. I could give them the possibilities. I can tell them what I've done, what I've seen other people do. And now I have this chance to build this relationship with them to know really how Scentsy can fit their life and let them know that the more you give Scentsy, the more you're gonna get. The more you work out at the gym, the stronger your muscles are gonna be. It's the same thing in your business.
Thanks, Anik. Whew.
Yeah, whew is right, ma'am. They do another slideshow of a bunch of people. You got Jordan Peterson guy showing up again. We don't need to listen to him. They're talking, what are they talking about? More shit of how to recruit. I think we get the point, guys. I think Scentsy really wants you to focus on recruiting this year. Why could that be? Because they lost so many consultants last year after they fucked up, and now they're blaming us because they're like, well, all the haters, they want to take your income away. People are being so mean to us. Hi, I'm Heidi, and I'm sad. I'm sad that people are mean on the internet. It's like, okay, I think it's obvious. We get it. You're trying to get that momentum back. I just don't think that multi-level marketing is ever gonna have another momentum push like it's had in previous years, unless there's another fucking pandemic. Y'all better hope there's another pandemic if you want to get that momentum back, because that's pretty much the only way it's happening. So I'm gonna skip through all this stuff that they're talking about. They spend a lot of time reading off people's names, and they're like really, really bad at it. They're bad at pronouncing stuff. And then there's like another long slideshow of more awkward people like jumping around and doing confetti, and oh look, there's dogs, how cute. Yeah, we don't have to watch all this, it's awkward. So this is the last part that we're gonna watch. This is the closing message from Heidi and Orville, where you guessed it, Heidi's gonna cry like she does. She loves crying, and then that'll be the end. It's just closing remarks here, but this is definitely worth watching because Heidi and Orville, as always, are just manipulative, nasty people, in my opinion. Okay.
As we bring World Tour to a close, we just want to say one more time, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening and for imagining what's possible next.
Dude, I'm sorry, the sad, like, inspirational violin in the background. It's so out of place. It's so weird.
We hope you're excited about what you've seen today. The new products, the new For the Love of Warmers incentive, and the changes we're making to support you, including the Trial Activity Requirements Challenge.
Everything you've heard today comes back to one simple idea. Scentsy exists to protect an opportunity for people to earn on their own terms, to build something meaningful, to promote products that make people feel good in their homes.
The opportunity in front of you is real. Home fragrance is strong, direct selling is resilient, and Scentsy is uniquely positioned at the intersection of both.
You are not late. You are not behind. You are right where you need to be. And what happens next doesn't depend on trends or headlines. It depends on people.
Yeah, and guess what the people are doing right now? We're revolting against multi-level marketing and schmear mid schmemes and all these organizations that are just so blatantly manipulative and exploitative. And yeah, that's what the people are doing. So if you want to base the future of what Scentsy's gonna do next on what people are saying and doing, you're gonna be disappointed, y'all. The people don't want to support this shit anymore. And I'm not gonna shut up. I'm not gonna stop speaking out about the injustices that multi-level marketing has thrust upon the people who are involved in them. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up, and I'm gonna make sure my message gets out to more people, because I don't want them joining Scentsy. I don't want them joining any MLM. That is my mission. That's my prerogative here. And there are hundreds of thousands of other people who feel the same way and will constantly speak out against multi-level marketing. Dude, okay, this is a little bit off topic, but so I started following this girl on Instagram. She's a girl who like has bleached the shit out of her hair, and it's just like super broken off. And I started following her literally just because I knew Mon8 Huns were going to swarm this woman, and yep, they did. And I have been following this woman just to go onto her comments every time and be like, just a reminder, don't use Mon8. Just a reminder, Mon8's a scam. They're just trying to recruit you into a fucking shampoo cult. Before I even get to say any of that, there's always multiple people from Mon8 being like, you need Mon8. And I'm like, no, fuck that. So then I go respond to them and I'm like, you're in a cult. And then they're like, oh, hey, hun, just so you know, pyramid schemes are illegal. And I'm just like, okay, the same bullshit they always say. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing on social media. Her whole thing is that she's asking for hair help. Like, she's asking for help getting her hair back because she bleached it into oblivion objectively. Like, it's a really bad, like, bleach situation. I have to monitor these comments to make sure that she doesn't fall into the Mon8 cult. And I post on every single fucking one of her posts that shows up on my Instagram feed. So she knows that she's aware. I mean, there are other people who will comment under my comments and be like, agreed, or they'll leave their own comments and be like, just don't join Mon8. Like, there are people besides me who are making sure that this girl does not get duped into joining Mon8. So far, it seems like she hasn't like blatantly come out and said like, I will not join Mon8, and I wish she would. Get these people to shut up, man. Anyway, you want to know what the people are doing. You want to know what the trends are. People are not down with multi-level marketing. Anyway, let's drink up some Heidi tears because they're delicious.
People who show up, people who serve, people who invite others to join them on their journey.
That's how momentum is built. That's how opportunity is preserved. That's how growth returns.
Now, we want to do something fun. I love to find songs that capture my thoughts, words, and emotions. Sorry.
The music like swells.
Sorry, I found a song.
The fucking editor's like, I'm telling you, like, because, I mean, if you pay attention, like, the music was not super loud. The moment she got quiet and started, like, whoever edited this and put that background music, they're like, let's just bump that volume up. Everyone feel the emotion with Heidi. It's like, there's no reason to be this emotional right now. She's talking about a song, which she'll say what song it is in a minute. And it's just like, really?
Captures the emotions and words that we want to convey to you.
Now, we can't play it for you here because of copyright issues, but we want you to hear it with fresh ears. So open Spotify or wherever you stream music and find Andra Day's song, Rise Up.
So that's the song. Everyone has heard it. He's sitting here being like, "Oh, we want you to hear this with fresh ears. So look this up." It's like everyone has heard this song. It's the song. It's like, "I'll rise up in the sun and something. I'll rise up." You know that song. I said 1,000 times again. Whatever the fuck. I don't know the words to it. I just know that I'll rise up. We all know the song. Anyway, that's why Heidi's crying. That's why she's crying. It's just so stupid. You can't get through any Scentsy anything involving Heidi without her crying. It's so stupid.
Because when I hear this song, I think of us. You're broken down and tired.
Oh God.
Of living life on a merry-go-round. And you can't find the fighter. But I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise up.
Okay, so my question is, obviously, like, she's having some emotions about this. The lyrics in this song is like, it's overcoming, like, obstacles. It's overcoming something that's bad. I mean, she's literally just, like, out here saying it like, shit sucks right now and we need some inspiration. It's like, okay, all these people who have been on this call, who have tried to convince everybody that, oh, we're doing great, everything's fine, there's momentum, we're not going anywhere, you know, whatever. It's all a fucking lie, because then you get back to Heidi and Orville. Heidi's fucking crying because she's reciting lyrics to a song about, like, being in a really bad place and rising above it. Like, okay, we get it. You don't have to say anymore. Y'all ain't doing great. And you're desperate for new recruits and to get those sales numbers back up. It's very, very obvious what they're doing.
I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up. And I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up. High like the waves. I'll rise up.
Oh my God.
In spite of the ache.
Enough.
I'll rise up.
We get it.
And I'll do it 1,000 times again for you.
That's what Scentsy has always done. We rise, we rebuild, and we keep going together.
Thank you for believing, and thank you for building something that matters.
We love you. Now go rise up.
Anyway, that's it. That was Scentsy World Tour. Yeah, just a reminder, one more time, if you want to watch this thing in full, DC did stream the entire thing. She's the GOAT. She's the reason that I have this recording in the first place. Love her. So yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thank you for being here through all this. I know this was yet another long video. Just had a lot to get through. Before you click off, I have someone that I need their address to send them postcards, and like, they have not reached out to me. They haven't sent me their address, so I can't send. If you are Yamina Contreras 02, I owe you postcards, so can you please send me an Instagram message, send me an email. I've tried to look this person up and find like a way to contact them, so if that's you, can you please contact me so I can send you some postcards? That would be great. If you're in my Discord server, send me a message on Discord, tag me on Discord, like I will definitely see it there. Please, I want to send you a postcard, so Yamina Contreras, please reach out to me. Thank you, because this is my only way of like speaking to you to get you to reach out to me, because I don't know how to reach you otherwise. Okay, so yeah, otherwise I'm about to read off a list of names of people who are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. Well, like I said, we have a postcard club that Yamina needs to send me her address for. Love you. Thank you. Early access to videos if I'm able to, and sometimes even more than that. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/SavannahMarie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to access my YouTube memberships. It's basically the same. Whatever platform you want to join on works for me if it works for you. So with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to AJC, Yamina Contreras, Kim Nevins, Charcity, Luciana Valiente, Emily from Kansas, Hannah Moe, Alex Offbeat, Love to Be Evil, Liz Sahu, Evan Adler, LaSalle Story, Fluffy Duckbutt 24 Elaine, Ferd Turkison Esquire, Just Mark, Alice Wagner, Fallon Harris, Jessica Billhart, Emion, Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline Nutton, Leanne, Kessie Drew, Marie Silver, Maddie Darley, Ray, Caroline Reed, Bug, and Sinead Maria Venus. And to the rest of my financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. And even if you're not a financial supporter, thanks for making it to the end of this video, because again, it was long. So if you're here and listening to this, it just means a lot to me, because YouTube loves watch time, and YouTube likes to push things out to people more when it has a lot of watch time. So thank you. And with that, I'll see you all next time. Bye.